What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You already know what it is. You have just entered the war zone. One must ask themselves, who are we letting in around us in referring to allowing in these immigrants from all over the world to come into America as if they are entitled to have U.S. citizenship. I'm hearing Africans claiming that they have built America. I'm also hearing a subsection of Africans claiming that they are a piece of the fabric of America. Islam has laws attached to it. These laws are laws of Sharia law. In Sharia law, there is almost no form of liberties in Islam, especially for Islamic women, Islamic little girls. The Islamic boys are being taught how to resist. Islamic boys are being taught how to resist. Islamic boys play with little, well, I won't say little, but Islamic boys play with AK-47s before they even in their teenage years. These Muslims are 1 billion plus strong, and you can't leave Islam. So if you're born into Islam, they have it to where all over the world you will be persecuted in a harsh way to the point of no return if you feel like you want to leave Islam. Women are not allowed to divorce their husbands in Islam. But the men in Islam are allowed to marry Christian women, right? Because the man can take the Christian lady and infect her with their Muslim cells and sperm cells and create this Muslim, so-called Muslim baby, because the Muslims are going to take them. The babies have to be Muslim. And if they're not Muslim, if the parents decide that they don't want to believe in the Islamic ideologies any further, they are to be executed. What a very, very foul way to live. What a very foul way to live. We're also finding out that Mohummad, who everyone is claiming on that side of Islam as to be the commander-in-chief of this realm, coming to find out this guy was a criminal. Coming to find out that the criminal everybody is worshiping was not actually the Muhammad that was supposed to be recognized. They picked this Muhammad, who they refer to today. This Muhammad they refer to today did bear a sword, was a known criminal. But they dug into the past and put these ideologies together And we must ask him, we must ask this question: are you serving the righteous Muhammad? Muhammad claimed to not know what happens to you when you are to see Allah. This is Muhammad, and this is in your Quran. But you also professed Muhammad to be divine. You also profess Muhammad to be all-knowing. But in the Quran, it states clearly, Muhammad said out his own mouth, he does not know the fate of his people. Therefore, you do not know what you are preaching when you are rebroadcasting anything Islamic. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. If you are pushing Islam and you have that faction of you that wants to hurt innocent people in the name of Allah, that's wrong. That's totally not right. And I'm totally justified to question that particular religion that intends to encircle me as an American. You have forced me to learn about Islam. You have forced me to do this. But I'm deep diving very, very hard into Islam right now to understand what the freak is around me. But I was protesting for you people. I did think that you were underdogs. I did think that you were people that just were misunderstood. And this is why you are having war. I mean, it's as long as I've been on the planet, and I'm hearing you're engaged in a 1,000-year war right now, according to you. So we must ask ourselves, is this really a religion or a militia that you cannot leave? There is no way out. I just thank God. God, thank you. I'm putting this out through the airwaves. Thank you for making me a Christian American. Thank you. Because if I didn't want to be a Christian, I'm not punished by my fellow brethren for that. And if I feel like I want to be a Christian and take up the Christian faith, my people will accept me as if I never left. Women are heavily persecuted. Women cannot enter certain doors in the mosque. Did you hear me? So picture you going to church, my beautiful black women, beautiful USA women, my beautiful white women. Picture you going to church, Protestant, Pentecostal, but you cannot go into the main door like the men do. You have to go into another door. You remember slavery here in America? Or the blacks could not enter into the front of the bus. Only the whites could enter into the front of the bus. But guess what? In Islam, right now, in other countries outside of America, right now, the ladies of Islam must go to the back, through the back door of the bus. They can't even go to the front door of the bus. They have to go through the back door, and the men get to go through the front door. If you challenge any Muslim right now about their treatment regarding women, they will hit you with the most delusional excuse known to mankind. But I think they believe it so much. They believe that it's right to put down a woman. They believe that it's okay to act superior to a woman. But when you get in front of a capable man, you shrink. And then you want to go run and get your peoples. That's what a lot of you Muslims do. And we're kind of sick of it over here in America. See, the white boys and the black boys over here in America will put hands and feet on you. We don't play that. You're going to learn that. I see that it's enough of you up in here now that it will not just be a slaughter. You have enough formidable amount of numbers that when we do kick your ass, it won't be that we were bullying you. You should not have came into America. And now you are trapped. Now you are trapped. Islam, as we know it, is dead because you are now engaged in warfare with America internally, not outside now. You were doing just fine keeping that war outside of America. But now you have a real big problem. You have a real big problem. Let me let me get some of these comments. Suzanne Gonzalez, what's happening? I love you, Jesus. We love Jesus over here. We love Jesus over here. Jesus is going to take care of all of our battles for us. We might not even have to fire a shot off. Jesus will take care of all of our battles. He said, leave all of your transgressions to him. Leave all of your worry to him. He also said, why worry? That's in the Bible also. Why worry? But we are going to be put on high alert. We are going to keep on pressing the issue to my Americans to wake up about these Islamists, jihadists that are around us. These people are worse than communists. They want religion infected in everything you do, not just the believers. They want to push it on the non-believers. See, we have a problem there. There's a fundamental problem where I don't think Islam will be able to thrive here in America. Do me a favor and smack that like button. Smack that like button. Smack that like button. Root Bearer said, what do you think about this passage from the Christian Bible? If your very own brother or your son or daughter or wife or your closest friend secretly entices you, saying, let us go. I don't understand that right there. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, Joanna. I like the name Joshua with many wives. God bless you, Joshua. I'm saying, and X-Man said, do you like Frosted Flakes? Love them. Love them. Actually used to fight over them when I went to jail. Love them. Root Beard. Oh, okay. Root Beard said, wow, Ahmad deleted the direct quote from the Bible. Only facts. The devil is a liar. You can't live. He's saying you can't live in Islam freely. You can't. You can't. That's shout out to Only Facts 0333. That's Only Fans. Only Facts. And we also have, do me a favor, smack that like button. We also have Matcha Pup. What's your opinion on Jews in Israel? I believe that if we didn't have the Jews in Israel, we would have been overran here in America by these Muslims. These people believe that we are the infidel. Those who do not believe in Islam, they believe we are the infidel, and the land that we lay our head on and plant our feet in, they believe that land must be liberated from the infidel. So therefore, I believe that the Jewish apparatus in the Middle East is so prevalent and important that I cannot state how important it is, but I know that it's extremely important. I didn't know how much before because I'm an American. We don't really normally study worldly pot. We might study it, but we don't normally deep dive into it unless it's something that's near and dear to us. But now this is near and dear to me because you Muslims are all around me and jumping into political seats of power. 800 of you just ran for office in our last election cycle. 800. 41 of you Islamic jihadists are in office in political seats of power as well as our school boards. So they want to infect our curriculum here in America. They want to infect our political system here in America. They want to make it law that Sharia law is admissible, that Sharia law is acceptable. Excuse me. They want to make it possible that even if the Americans don't like it, who cares? Because when it's law, it's law. When they're outbreeding you 4-1 and you are not voting in your midterm elections and they are, guess who has the power? Midterm elections is coming up next year, November. How many people really pay attention to the midterm elections? No, you only pay attention most of the time to the presidential election. But no, we have to start paying attention to our local elections. The local election is more important than the presidential national election. Your local election is what directly affects you. You, your monies, your businesses. A lot of the blacks that are left behind in these communities is really due to a lot of the bought off, compromised blacks who are receiving money and funding from the government through their 501c3s, but they are not handing it out to their people. They are not building up in their community. Or the mayor in those respective communities are shipping the money to other 501c3s like Catholic charities, what have you. The point is we're not voting. The point is we are not voting. I guarantee you about 80% of the people that's on this live stream right now did not vote in the last midterm election, did not vote for you didn't go and vote. You don't even know who your city councilman is, a lot of you. I say a lot of you. But I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to get you up on it. They are taking over the city council. That's important. Your city council is more important than the president of the United States, really, when it comes to you and where you live, your status. Unless you are Jeff Bezos, unless you are in that super, super rich, wealthy tax bracket, I don't think the president really has too much effect on you as much as your local government. You can bring funds in through your local government. You can get storefronts. You can damn near start up businesses with no money, damn near, through all of the money. And then a lot of us think that our federal government don't send us dollars. Our government be thinking our government don't send the dollars to the minority communities. And they do, a lot. These people are stealing and are laundering. Look what just happened with Ilhan Omar. That's a perfect example because it came right to me just now. Pause. Perfect example. Look what just happened to Ilhan. The federal government sent almost $400 million over there. See what I'm saying? Went down to the local level. The money, what I'm saying, touched all the way down to the local level. But guess who controls that money coming in from the federal government? Your local politicians, your city council members, your mayor, right? Your legislator can get in on it. He or she can cause some form of influence. This is what you got to do. You have to know who you also have legislators in your local neighborhood. So you have councilmen, and this is all going to be next year, November on the 6th, next year, November 2026. You need to know who are you going to vote for legislator. Your legislation is creating the laws within your county and in your city. You need your legislator, all right, because a lot of the dollars go to the county. A lot of the money go to the county. They go to the county before it even hit the city. And you want your representative in your district to represent you properly, to go in there and bring back them funds for you. See, your legislator is sort of like an attorney that speaks for your particular district. Your city councilman is the ones that budget your money that come in from the federal government, the monies that are already that come in from the state level to keep your city moving, to keep your city accurately functioning properly. Okay? So if you're letting in these Africans, you're letting in these Hispanics walk into these seats because you're not voting. You're only waiting for the presidential election to vote. This is how we are where we are. This is how Dearborn has just been taken over. This is how Florida is in the mess that it's in right now. Texas is in the mess that it's in right now. Minnesota is in the mess that it's in right now. New Jersey, I'm hearing that it's in the mess right now. Getting all of these reports. Shout out to OnlyFacts. Thank you for the gifts, dear people. Thank you so much for the gifts. I'm just learning about the gifts and all of the stuff, the bloops and all of the stuff that pops up while I'm talking. I'm just really kind of learning about it. So forgive me if you sent something before and I didn't acknowledge you. I'm really learning about it because I don't get on here for that really. I'm on here to spread this wonderful news that you need to know. A lot of our people are not connected politically, so they really don't have a clue on what's going on. And they're dependent on some of these blacks, man. They're dependent on these black politicians. And the black politicians learned how to look effective. They learned how to pull your heartstrings. They learned how to do this. And that it's a system in there. They are literally above the law. Trump just exposed that. And I'm telling you that Trump just exposed it for the nation, but I already knew through my experiences with my local government and the people that I have put in office personally. I have a state assemblyman in office right now as we speak that I'm connected to, that I personally, the only black that went super hard and brought in the most numbers for a white man, which certain white men, you know, they handle their business. That's just the bottom line. I put on multiple councilmen. I have a gentleman that's sitting in the governor's office right now, and I'm talking about that I personally worked mano a mano with me, him, and that's it, and we taking it on politically. I'm telling you, I know how these people play, and just on my level, I know that they are moving like this all over America. Just because I have experienced on my level, I can see I can see the plays, the moves. They trick the public constantly. All of what you see out on the news or newspapers, you know, it comes from one or two people's head minds. You know, a lot of it is not real, true investigative journalism. A lot of it. And you know, and if they do put out some true investigative journalism, they're getting blocked by their producers. This is what's going on. I'm telling you. You can make somebody look foolish just by having connections to the paper. This is how this works in politics. And because you don't study this as a majority overall, you know, they play on you. You know, you feel like if it's in the paper, that's gold. If it come across legacy media, that's it. That's gold. That's it. You don't need you don't need to see no other evidence. You don't want to see no evidence. You just saw one headline. Boom, that's it. And people know that. The politicians use that all the time. They know that is false. They know that is false. And they'll still put it out in the paper. But this is what's going on. You're over here telling me Islam is peaceful. How many times have we seen peaceful debates with these Muslims? Anytime you're beating them to shreds in a debate, they want to get hostile, right? They want to not talk to you no more. They want to dismiss you. They want to get angry. They want to get emotional. All for a man who allegedly, potentially, was a bona fide criminal. And when I say criminal, criminal in the worst way back then, those type of criminals, barbaric, will take your cookie from you, will take your peaches from you, and then slice and dice you. Probably it'd eat you, probably. Backing up, we talking about 1,400 years ago, you probably have a nice meal on you. And these are the type of people who created a religion. Not saying that he did it, but you could have the Muhammad wrong. You could have that Muhammad could be wrong. Now, shout out to Virgil. Shout out to Virgil. Make sure, Virgil, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Let's go. Oh no, you said how, so you're a tether. You probably ain't with this content, and you need to be. And I'm attempting to help you Muslims. You're not understanding. The man that they are calling Muhammad is potentially a made-up person who was a real person, but with the identification of who Muhammad was, they could have identified the wrong person. And the person that they did potentially identify, he could be a barbaric criminal. So we have Rootbeard said, since Ma deleted part of my question. Yo, no, it's no Ma. All right, no Ma did that. And I don't know if you did. No Ma did that. It's YouTube. YouTube is doing it. YouTube is doing that. So if you're saying something that's distasteful to YouTube, they are hiding your comments. But I'm going to get to all of your comments. Whether you jump on, whether you're on or not, I'm going. So, Jesus is king. Who said that? L.A. Miles. L.A. Miles. L.A. Miles 2. Jesus is King and Lord of Lords. You can say that again. It sounds so good. It feels so good when I hear that. Jesus is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And the bottom line is this. No matter how you feel about Jesus, no matter if you feel Jesus is a real being or not, no matter if you feel that Jesus was divine or not, what I love about Jesus, what I love about Christianity, they do not force you into their faith. They don't. I love that about them. Me personally, I'm coming to God. See, my family didn't force me into Christianity. Yes, I was born into Christianity and I had to learn about it, but they didn't force me to stay into Christianity. They didn't force me to stay believing in the concepts that they taught to me. I've challenged my parents numerous times, and they allow it because they want me to think freely. They want me to be my own person. And then I thank God because it's like I was lost and now I'm found. I have some cleaning up to do with my act. I have some shaping up to do when it comes to being a practitioner of the goodness of Christ, right? But I'm really truly seeing and understanding because I could have got confused. I liked sometimes the Muslim authority sometimes, like how they stand up, and I'm like, man, that's kind of fly a little bit, not really understanding what's going on, right? Because I come from a war zone. I was born in a war zone. I'm from New York City, born in a war zone. And it's like, yeah, man, I don't like people getting hurt, and I don't want the underdog to stay the underdog. Come up, underdog. That's how I was looking at Islam. That's what I was thinking. Until I really started getting around them, researching them more. I'm like, something is a little bit off with Islam. Something is a little bit off. So Black Drum Entertainment said Arab men equal homosexual. Right. I said that I want to say Not my live stream, but the one before that. I'm like, yo, y'all are I said that, brother. Like, look how great minds think alike. I said that. You Arab men are basically broken wrists is what I refer to them as. You're like, you're pretty much broken wrists. Who does that and like that? No. You can't walk that way. You gotta walk behind me. You walk behind me. Okay, lady? Walk behind me. Let's go. No, you can't walk on the same side of me. And fix your mask. Fix your mask on your face. Let's go. Hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, how's it going, brother? How you doing? Yes. Islam is the way, brother. Islam is the way. You're like, oh shit. You be like, wow. It be so fly. You be like, yo, fix it. Shorty. Don't make me wait till we get home. Wait till we get home. You be like, yo, what's wrong with these people, man? And you better not be showing you better not show your skin to these American men. You don't show off in front of the American men. I don't like these American white men. I don't like the colonizer. I don't like these American black men. I don't like them. They slaves. Damn. Y'all hard. Pause. Damn. Yo, shout out for that comment, Black Entertainment or Black Drum Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shell Rock, Shell Shock. What's happening? Shell Shock T. Shell Shock T said, shout out Mother Nature. Like how weed and shrooms grow. Yo, I'm with you on that. I am totally with you on that. Shout out to Mother Nature. Shout out to Mother Nature for sure. Kelly hitting Kelly Hit Angle Burger. It's a long name, love. Said, thank you, Jesus, for a man like this. Woo! I thank you. But all praises and all credit is due to our God. All credit is due to our God. I take no credit. All credit is due to our God. I'm just doing my business, doing my part. I have a burning sensation about this, and it's not right. It's not right. We have children out here. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. I rebuke. So, LA, no, let me get that right. A. Miles, I hope I got that right. A. Miles said, I rebuke Islam in Jesus' mighty, unmatched name. This is a God nation. This is Jesus' nation. We rebuke it in the name of Jesus. We have so many problems here in America. That is one that we just definitely do not need. We do not need any religious wars here in America. Please, tell me I ain't lying. We don't need any religious wars here in America. Come on. Smack that like button, good people. Smack that like button. Rootbeard 6455 said, what is your opinion on the whole quote from Deuteronomy? I wish I had my Bible with me right now, but you said, if your very own brother, letting us go. I think I hit that one already. FDFFDS said, what about our Jewish oppressors? Well, what I'm starting to feel like, would I want to be under the rule of Sharia law? Would I want to be under the rule of the Muslim Brotherhood? Do you hear how they talk to Americans when confronted about praying in the middle of our streets or anything that we feel like is American? Like if we feel like we want to take pictures of you, we can do that because we're American. Do I want to put laws on a girlfriend in the future that I want to attempt to tack onto, that I want to have her subjected and feeling, may having me feel some type of way. They treating my lady wrong when she's out in the street, violating her, different office spaces. The question is, what about the Muslim Brotherhood oppressors? What about Islam's oppressors? How is it that these Jews that are over there in the Middle East have full reign over you Muslims over there, and it's about 700 billion of y'all? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. There's no way the Jews is causing that much problems over there. It's no way. Israel is as big as New Jersey. You people are causing all of those problems. You people are enslaving your own people. That's you people. And then you get to have the nerve to come into my comment section talking about some Jewish oppressor when your women cannot even load the same bus entrance as you, cannot even go through the same doors as you go through when you go into the mosque or when you're in the mosque. Let's be serious. Talk crazy about black people in general. You do not want your women mixing with my black Americans at all. We've been doing business with the Jews. We've been getting money with the Jews. Still getting money with the Jews. Rap labels. I know a lot of people getting money with the Jews. Rich people, rich brothers getting money with the Jews. I don't know many rich brothers getting money with these Arabs like that. Unless you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that gave you the ultimate hookup. Other than that, they are not looking to really deal with Americans. They have their own agenda. They have never, ever assimilated. How do you come to somebody's country and never assimilate? How do you, what the freak is that? How do you direct somebody on how to live and they went to another country and you still have this invisible rope on around their neck like that? They still must live by your way of living. Sharia law is worldwide, global. They are having an invisible rope around these people's necks. They don't even have to be in the Middle East. As a matter of fact, they probably more terrified outside of the Middle East. Like, they have to worship very, very vigorously and hard to prove to their people back home that they didn't change up. And if they were to think that you changed up, according to Sharia law, you ought to be unalived. According to Sharia law, according to the Quran. You can't be a Muslim and think that you're going to not be a Muslim tomorrow. You're not an American. You can't do that. I'm so glad we have our president right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alex Miles said, put on the armor of Christ. Let's go. Talk to me. Preach in this comment section for me. Making my blood start to tingle a little bit inside of me. Put on the armor of Christ. We are soldiers of the Most High. Let's go. And I salute you all the way. My favorite song in church was, I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army. That's my favorite song. Let's go. Thank you so kindly, A.L.A. Miles. Love ya. Pierced 2004 said, can I ask a question? Sure, spit it. Pee-wee JJ said, what's good, brother? What's good, Pee-wee? What's happening? Can you make it jiggle? How about you make your feet jiggle on out of my country? How about that? That would be very, very nice. Very nice. Drop the Cash App, little bro. Let a real bless you. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. My Cash App is CHICHI DABAKERZMAN. That is my Cash App. Thank you so kindly, dear brother. And God bless you. May God bless your family with immense wealth and immense protection. And may God bless you from all seen and unseen danger. H&R Block hit this year. I'm going to bless you. Yo, I appreciate you, dog. That's a fact. What's the name? Alfredo said, hey, fool. Zach Sanders said, Trump is a beast, a.k.a. little horn of most of these powerful kingdoms. Trump's an animal. Trump. Yeah, I'm saluting Trump. That's a fact. Trump, I'm saluting. I'm with him. I'm rolling with Trump. I'm with him. All right. Regular cheese? Yeah. Oh yeah, mozzarella. Can I have a corner if you have? One? Yeah. Take one. I'll take I'll go with one. Yeah, I'll go with one slice. Two? Just one. Yeah. Thanks. I'll probably eat it and
Anything else?
that'll be all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Got to start vetting these people. Got to start vetting them. Muslims love Jesus. He said Muslims love Jesus. I bet they do on the low. They want to leave and they want to deflect and come to Christianity and come to Jesus, come to God. But you're not understanding. They will be excommunicated. They will be unalived. They would be unalived. Read what it says about the third temple being built in Revelations. That's the thing, it's like, bro, we living in a new era right now. These people like want to stay stuck in the Stone Age. It's like beyond me. Thank you. Have a good one, though. People want to be stuck in the Stone Age, bro. Talking about something that happened eons ago. No, y'all need to do. Come on, bro. Stop it. Y'all are so, Muslims are so. They're like the biggest contradiction on the planet. You're not even loyal to your own laws that you put out. You take bits and pieces and want to be loyal. That's foul. That's foul. Why are you people wearing jeans and American jeans? You know what I'm saying? Why are you people, you know what I'm saying? Dressing like Americans and all that. That's crazy. When you're supposed to be wearing that robe that you normally be wearing. You know what I'm saying? You be wearing that robe. You be wearing that hat that you like wearing. You know what I'm saying? Why I see you trying to put on the Yankee hat now? Why I see you, these little young Muslims trying to dress like my people now, talk like my people now. Why am I seeing that? But then you want to follow and still follow prehistoric rules? Muslims, make that make sense to me. Muslim women, you are the most duped. Your own man turned on you. My black woman don't never get turned on. Even in slavery, my black woman didn't get turned on by her black man. We don't turn on our black women, fool. That's disgusting. We don't have our women walking behind us and all of this crap. That's disgusting ideologies. They want to get mad at the black man? What? You know how good we treat our black women? You crazy, bro. Y'all be unaliving y'all women. Yeah, they get mad. As soon as they get mad, want to flirt with somebody else, y'all ready to unalive these women, man. You are a very insecure bunch. Or, excuse me, insecure bunch. Taught to be insecure. It's disgusting. Then look at us, want to smile in our face constantly. Want to smile in our face. Talk all of this peace crap, and you're around behind our backs talking all of this crap. Then anytime we call it out as black people, here it is, you trying to talk about the white man. Don't talk, you Arabs better not ever talk to me about the white man, ever. You are the first enslavers. You are the first ones, you the first ones before the whites. I'll put it like that. You were here. You are the first ones before the whites to enslave, and we talking about hundreds of years before the white people even knew what, before they were even thought of. You people were enslaving people. I see how you people were enslaving people, because if somebody is born into your lineage, if they leave your religious militia, they will be unalived. All of these Muslims know that. That's why they like, man, I ain't going nowhere. Let me keep this on. Keeping this damn hijab on. They like, man, I ain't. They like, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, yup. Oh, hey, Iman, how you doing? I just did my 5th prayer today. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. That's how, damn. Did you, hey, my son, did you do your Friday prayers today? Yes, I did. Yes, Iman. Yes, Iman. Yes, Iman. I did all of my Friday prayers today. Yes, Iman. I thought I did 6, man. I just praying all day. I thought I did 6, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Whoa. Yes, 5 times a day. 5 times a day. I'm telling you, they be praying all out in the street to show the other Muslims that they really mean business, that they really are into practicing Islam. Because if they don't, they are at risk of being unalived. That's why. You talk this crap is worse than these armies that be just snatching people off the streets. This is worse than that, man. Because at least we know what's happening with them. They're not claiming to be some religious-based organization, disguising their wicked plans in the name of love, in the name of peace. You people are nowhere near peaceful. If you go to a Muslim country, I can tell you this, there is no Muslim that live in America, from America, that want to go live in a Muslim country. That's a fact. That's a fact. All of these Muslims come to Christian countries. They know how liberal it is to be around us. They want to look at us and look down on me and my black people. Are you crazy? We gonna start eyeing your chicks now. We gonna start getting after your Muslim ladies now, because we know how you feel about your ladies now. I mean that. I'm spreading this word. We're gonna keep spreading this word. My videos are going viral over there on TikTok. We're gonna keep spreading this word, baby. Yeah, we're gonna be talking to your ladies, giving them the eye. We used to didn't do it because for a respect thing, but now it's war. And we know how you feel about your own ladies. And we know your ladies want us. So why not? Why not? Man, I was just going, I'm supposed to be hitting these comments. They're trying to take over, unfortunately. That's what X-Man said. Axman. 091 Axman. They're trying to take over. That's what it is. They ran 800 damn Muslims in our last election, people. People, we are being challenged in the worst way. What up? We are being challenged in the worst way. Blood libel. Look it up. Ad Raccoon. Look it up. It's not happening. Tactical Slop said. It's not happening. No. Keep begging. No. Keep begging. For what? Begging to get you people out of here? We want to get you people out of here. We don't want you here. And my people, we're not begging. We're telling whoever, our government, to give us what we supposed to have, or we going, or else. That's the bottom line. They took from us. They took a lot from us. Do your history. Do your research. I'm not just talking about look up Martin Luther King and that's all it is, you fool. My family was rich and famous, wealthy out here. This is our land, bruh. We had governments before, way before this government, dog. We had about 14 governments before this government, fam. People don't understand, man. I love when I can't be tricked. I love when I can't be thrown off my square. I love it. I love when I can't be thrown off my square from white supremacy talking points. They can't throw me off my square. I love it. You Arabs use white supremacy talking points like that throws blacks off. It don't even sound right coming from you people. Don't even sound right. You are the first slave masters. You enslaved Africa. You are the reason Islam is in Africa. You are the reason. You the enslaver. You the colonizer. You the colonizer granddaddy. You taught everybody how to slave master. You did that. You are the ultimate slave master. You are the ultimate oppressor. You did that. You are the one constantly pushing hate. That's Islam. Islam constantly push hate to their people. Constantly. You can't damn just walk up into a mosque if you wanted to. You got to be escorted in there. You can't just walk up in there all freely like in church, like you go to one of our black beautiful churches, or go to a beautiful white church, Protestant church. You can't just, you know what I mean? You can just walk up in there. You can't do that with these mosques. Why? Because that's a military operation going on. That's a military operation going on, allegedly. But according to our U.S. reports, especially back in the 90s, we have the reports. That's reporting, it was in 91, reporting that these Islamists was using their military bases, using their mosque as military bases. They were shooting at our U.S. troops from these mosques. And they knew that our troops could not shoot back at them, but because of that protected status of it being a religious based, and they used that against the American troops until we got clever and hip to it. You ain't gonna keep playing the U.S. See, you got us with Dearborn. You got us with a few of these states. You got us. But no more of that. I guarantee you, y'all not gonna be in there next. I guarantee you, next cycle, you people are out of here. Not the people that just got voted in, because they're gonna be in there for like maybe another year, 2 to 4 years. But the people that's coming up, they're out of here. It's gonna be a landslide, just like we did Kamala. And that was a lot of pro-blacks pushing to get Kamala out of there. There was pro-blacks with MAGA pushing. This guy knows what he's talking about. He said, Axman 091 said, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's a free thinker. Thank you so kindly. I appreciate that. I am definitely a free thinker. I definitely do not like to be tricked. And I definitely do not like my people tricked. And in this instance, when we have a invasion, I don't like my people being tricked. I don't like my American people being tricked. That's out of the question. We not with that. I'm not with that. Quarter zip, man. I already got my quarter zip. I already had my quarter zip before it came in style, man. I got my quarter zip. It's all love. People don't realize He said people don't realize. That's Kurt Swift. Kurt Swift said people don't realize. Tactical Slop said, no, they're not. No, they're definitely not invading or taking over. You mean they're not doing that. You're giving people real knowledge you won't see on the news. Thank you so kindly. I appreciate that, X man. Thank you so kindly. I really want to help my people out and get them to sift through the nonsense because I can see, I'm telling you, I'm connected to politics. And when I see what's going on the national level and the state level and how these Democrats have completely tricked my people, but I'm so glad that a lot of them are waking up now. And when I say my people, I'm talking about the black Americans. They have been tricked badly by these Democrats. Okay? Very, very badly. Overnight turned on Trump. Trump was just hanging out with Tupac, Mike Tyson. Trump was just hanging out with the Black Panthers. Trump was just he was dancing on Soul Train when he was young. All of these rap songs about Trump. And then overnight, just because the Democrats said so, he's a racist. Just because the Democrats said so. And then you all went with it. Don't tell me that's not no slave type thinking. You all went with it. I don't like that. And that's what I mean. I don't like my people to be tricked at all. So I'm here doing my part. And I'm over here cooking their asses. We cooking their asses right now. All right, brothers. Yeah, we cooking their asses right now. Stop saying BS. That microphone is massive. That was Jake in your mouth. As Alay's Miles said, Doris, look it up. What happened in Dearborn, Michigan? They are ruling already. Yes. They're already ruling. This is what I'm saying. They already have Sharia law instituted. They already are putting out the Muslim prayer call 5 times a day, early 5 in the morning. And I mean, it is loud. I seen the video. Loud. This is what we dealing with. They took it over already. What you gonna do? You're not going to the voting polls. You're not in the voting booth. What you gonna do? You're not in the voting booth. What you gonna do? We're gonna have to get in that voting booth. We're gonna have to cook. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to cook. You're gonna have to cook. Keep cooking their asses, man. We're gonna have to keep cooking their asses, and I'm gonna stay online. I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing my part. Block said, uneducated black man. How about you uneducate your ass about New York and America and take your ass back to your uneducated land? Go back to your dirt roads. How about that? I love America. America loves us no matter what. We fight just like any other nation, but we're good over here. You're not. I'm rich. You're not. I'm rich. You're not. So who cares? Now, you're educated, but you're not wealthy, not even almost wealthy. And I am. Now, see that balance? I love this. I love it. EBT should only work for whole immigrants, not candy bars. All right. You literally just earned a subscriber. Let's go. Ace Man 718. Thank you so much, Ace Man. Thank you so kindly. Just want to push out the good word to our people. Want to make sure I got to get the word out to my Christian faction here in America. because they are such a beautiful people. They don't be wanting to hurt nobody. You people want to be talking about them constantly. They don't even want to be hurting nobody, bro. They don't even be wanting to hurt nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And here y'all people coming trying to take over their domain. You can't do that. You can't come over here and do that. You're not no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You're not doing that. I just seen what, y'all took over Scotland or something like that? You done went over there and took over one of those white nations I just seen yesterday. I'm like, no, they did not take that. I forget the name. I don't know if it was Scotland. I forget the name, man. I just can't believe they took it over, bro. You're not doing that. You're not doing that over here in America, bro. You're not gonna do that in America, bro. It will be a big time war over here in America before that happened. But I know God is gonna protect us, and He's gonna make it to where we're not even gonna have to put hands and feet on you people. God got Donald Trump getting you out of here right now. So, that's helping. But we're going to have to help ICE with more, because they're saying even if ICE meet all of their objectives for the next 10 years straight, all of their objectives, they said they'd be lucky if they put a dent in how many illegals is here in America. Their people, that's calling all cars for us also. When you see these people gathered up, call on them. When you see them in these mosques, call on them. We can now legally call on them in the mosque. It's legal now. Trump made it legal that they can be raided in the mosque. Okay? That's a great place for them to take cover in these mosques. So make sure you are getting on the phone with ICE and calling on these mosques in your local communities. Get these people out of here. Do me a favor, smack that like button. Smack that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, you're all right. So tactical slop is just, man, that name is trash. You just mad. You have nothing to say, you uneducated fool. So what I mean, bro, how am I uneducated, bro? How am I uneducated? Because I speak with the tonality of a scholar coming out of the Ebonic language. We have our own language. I don't have to speak white. I don't have to speak like somebody else if I don't want to, right? We have our own language. That's how much you fools know. I speak the way I speak, and I'm just fine with it because we have our own language. Okay? It's starting to get recognized too, our language. We have our own dictionary. It's Ebonics. Talk the way I want to talk. Tactical slop just leave you, weirdo. That's what Ace Man said. Yes, I'm totally concur. FDFF said, it went too fast up. It went too fast up. All right. Funding everyone. Damn. Stop the wars. FDFF said all money goes to Israel. You're a smart young brother. Thank you so kindly. Thank you. That's CZ. I like that. CZ22. CZ22. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Tactical mad. He talking about whatever. He mad. Look, he mad. Ace Man said, Tactical, you're a weak-minded person harassing someone in the comments on YouTube Live. He's weak. That I told you, these Muslims cannot debate with you. When you whip they tail, when you bring facts, they can't take it. They're delusional. How are these peaceful people? What Muslim do you know is really peaceful? Get them